I'm not a man of many secrets. The only secrets that I hold near and dear to my heart are my full name, my address, shit like that. Those are the only secrets that I hold near and dear to my heart. But there is one secret that I've never shared with anyone before, and that is the fact that I'm an ASMR enjoyer. ASMR, if you don't know what it is basically calming sounds that put you to sleep or calming sounds that you really like. So, for example, if you really like the sound of cake being baked, that's an ASMR category. You can look up cake baking ASMR. You hear like the pops of the cake going. Some people really like that. I'm not a huge fan of it. Others like whispering. You can look up whispering ASMR, rambling ASMR, tapping on wooden objects ASMR, just calming noises. That's what ASMR is. And I'm sure most of you have heard of it before because it's actually quite popular. Now, what got me into ASMR, and also before I get into that though, I don't watch ASMR to sleep. I'm not really the type of person that likes listening to shit while I'm sleeping. I just listen to it while I'm doing work. I just listen to it in like background noise. I find it so calming. I find it so chill, so relaxing. And that shit does put me to sleep when it's really late, when it's like 1 a.m. and I'm doing some shit on my computer. That shit puts me to fucking sleep, bro. And I'm like, God damn it. I feel myself nodding off. I gotta, turn off the PC. I gotta go to bed. But that's what I use ASMR for. Everyone's different. Personally, the ASMR that I like, I got a few channels I want to shout out here. WASMR creators. All right. Glow ASMR, she's pretty cool. What's another one? Luna Bloom, Sassy Sounds, Michaela. GB is pretty cool. GB's pretty cool, Yeah, I mean, I don't listen to it too, like a big variety of people. It's really the same people over and over again because they make such banger content. But yeah, I'm an ASMR enjoyer. What actually got me into listening to ASMR was kind of like a morbid curiosity, if you will. So, Comedy Shorts Gamer 7 years ago made this 6-minute long video where he basically just reacted to ASMR and called it the weirdest thing he's ever seen and how much he hates it and how awkward it is and strange. And 7 years ago, that's when I first heard about this type of content. Nobody really knew of this 7 years ago, you know what I mean? It's not as big as it is now, where I'm sure most people watching this have at least heard of ASMR before. But Comedy Shorts Gamer was watching the ASMR videos, and I was watching the videos with him, and he was giving commentary over it. And while he was trashing on it, I was watching it, and I was like, some of this actually is pretty chill. It is weird at first because the whole 20-minute long videos that these people make are just them whispering like this. And then, like making like tapping noises or like teeth tapping, shit like that. So it is kind of weird at a first glance. But, I was listening to it. I was like, you know what? This actually isn't that bad. I kind of messed with some of this. So I checked out one of the creators that I really liked. I unfortunately can't remember her name, but I checked her out as sort of like a weird curiosity. Like, really, is this what people do? They just sit there in a room and they just whisper about shit? That's what this person did in particular. They just did ramble videos. And I was like, that's pretty weird. And I ended up watching it pretty normally while I'm doing other shit on my computer. And here we are 7 years later, and I still do the exact same thing. It's kind of crazy, the evolution of ASMR, because 7 years ago, there's no fucking way I would have told anyone that I watched that shit. Because 7 years ago, if you watched ASMR, you were a freak, you were a weirdo, you were bizarre, nobody liked you, you were hated, bullied. Like, it's really weird. But that's actually how it was back then. I'm probably over-exaggerating a little bit, but that's basically how it was. People thought you were weird, strange, all this shit. There were a bunch of videos going around of people clowning on ASMR and ASMR viewers and how strange and bizarre they were. And nowadays, hey man, there's so many channels with so many subscribers, so many ASMR videos with so many views that it's like, fuck it, bro. I mean, nobody's going to think anything of you if you like it nowadays. So personally, I know a few of you are wondering, well, what kind of ASMR are you into? Are you a cake baking enjoyer? Are you a teeth tapping enjoyer? Are you a rambler enjoyer? Well, I mean, I actually kind of mess with all of that, honestly. I mean, there's a few sounds that I've heard where I'm like, God, that is fucking horrible. I never want to hear that again. I can't remember what they were. They're so few and far between. I really like it all, really. I mean, if it's done right, obviously. If somebody's fucking hitting their mic every 3 seconds, I've seen videos like that where people are doing ASMR videos and they're like slamming their mic every 3 seconds. It's like, okay, well, I mean, you could just cut that out of the video. You know what I mean? Like, some ASMR creators, they actually just, and this is fine, like, this is no big deal, but they'll record the video and they just won't edit it at all. They just go on their phone, they click the record button, and it's fine. Like, that content is actually perfect to do that. Like, that's a really, you know, good type of content to make because you have no editing to do. Like, it's super good. But some people, when they make that content, like when they're first getting into it, like the amateur ASMR artists, that's their name, by the way. It's ASMR artists. That's actually the name, which is a really funny name. But, yeah, some of the amateur ASMR artists, they'll record for like 5 minutes and then they'll just slap their mic like 30 billion times and just never edit it out. It's like, oh my God, I wish I could do this. You know, like low key, like fuck. God, that's actually such a W YouTube job, bro. You fucking make a video, 20 minutes, uncut footage and upload it. That's like PewDiePie Happy Wheels days. PewDiePie Happy Wheels, Markiplier, hey, what's up, audience? Jacksepticeye, top of the morning to you laddies. Like, that's that type of content. Old Happy Wheels YouTube content. And, you know, well, this is another secret that I'll share when I get my face cam up, because this is a video I really want to do. I used to make YouTube videos like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. I don't remember. But when I was a child, I used to make YouTube videos. And once I get my face cam, I'll react to those old videos because I have that whole channel privated so nobody can see it but me when I log into that account. But yeah, I just think it's super funny. Yeah, I mean, that type of content was goated. That's the type of content that I used to do on that channel. Little squeaky 12-year-old me playing Happy Wheels. Ultimate amounts of cringe. Super cringe. Super cringe. I was trying to be like PewDiePie so bad. And you know what? I had a lot of fun. So that's what's up. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this awesome content. And, you know, I titled this video My Guilty Pleasure. I'm not really guilty at all. I love it. You know, I love the content. I think the content's cool. I think it's super relaxing. Like I said earlier, I don't listen to it to fall asleep. That's just, you know, not really what I'm into. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to listen to this to fall asleep. I don't know. For some reason in my head, I have this really bad problem where I can't leave any electronic device. Like, I can't leave my phone on while I'm going to sleep. I'll just think about it the whole time. So I can't leave my phone on listening to some shit. Plus, I just don't like it. You know, I just don't like it. It's personal preference entirely. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my awesome Giga Chad behavior of watching ASMR content and how it's based and cool. And if you haven't checked any of it out, hey, maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to y'all later.